This book called Encounters. All right, it's written by Edith Fiore. She's a PhD. All right, and this book was written in the 1970s. I'm gonna go right into it. I'm gonna go to page 279, and what it is this doctor actually had a patient that came in who was abducted. A friendly abduction, okay? She was a Hispanic woman. And I guess she puts her under hypnosis. It says here, Dr. Fiore, tell me everything that you're aware of. Diane, the patient. I feel afraid. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm in this light, and I can't see out of the light. I don't see around me. Now I see okay. There's been a gap somewhere because now I'm walking in this large ship. And there's about 20 black people sitting down in the ship. On this almost like a bench. So she's telling you that there's black people on these chariots. All right? How are they dressed? Dr. Fiore asked. Diane, these black people are dressed in Western American style. They look very confused and disoriented. Now think about that, Western American style. Who were taken 100 million or more brought to America? So these would have to be Negroes, not Ethiopians, not Egyptians. They are not the same people. These are Negroes. They look very confused and disoriented. Don't most Negroes look very confused and disoriented? And there's this man. Now I see him beside me, but he's tall, and I said to him, why are these black people here? And he said, well, these people were sent down into the most difficult of circumstances, like poor ghetto places. All right, this is Harlem, Oakland, Acres Homes in Houston, Texas. Watts, Crenshaw. So these people were sent to the poor ghetto places for a very high service. There are different souls, and I'm really confused. I don't understand what he's saying, and now we're going into this room. Their souls are spiritual according to the Most High. They keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
On the airport landing strip area. When it touched the ground, it created an earthquake like about a 3.5 to 4.0. It terrified everybody in the area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship, and the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship. And this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They are a black race. They look like African Americans.
Those people are the angels. They're up there. They know what you think. And before you can execute, they know it. These are the people from God.
They were about 6'4", 6'5". These tight-fitting black leather outfits on, and the weapons that...
So are you not positing the idea that those vehicles contain, beings who are, maybe like us?
Yeah, I only go along with government images. And if you want to know about people kind of thing, there is the ship that picked up the Voyager capsule at Alameda Naval Shipyard, and they have a picture there of the Apollo flight with the bugs and diesel on. But anyway, there is one image there that shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah. That shows black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Hey, shalom, shalom. Keepers of sheep, Brother Kashai, back with another lesson. Lord will, this video is edifying. All right. And before we begin, I would like to first start off by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, today's camp title will be The Angels Know You by Name, right? All right, and as you can see, today's lesson is mainly focused around and inspired by the clips played at the beginning of the lesson. And before we even touch on the videos, I want to say that Daniel 12:1 really inspired this lesson, all right, for the most part, because we'll just read it. All right, this is the book of Daniel 12:1, and it reads, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book." Right? In what book? In the book of life. Right? So in this book of life, there are names written. All right. It says in every one that shall be found written in the book. Meaning, what's written in the book? A name. All right. So we have a name. We have names that are written in the book of life. Right. And those names are being checked off. All right. Okay. These are the men, women, and children that have to be delivered. That have to be saved from Jacob's trouble. Right. And that really inspired this lesson, because it's the truth. The angels know you by name. If not, they're not able to do their job. They're not able to deliver you. You're not able to be saved if they don't know your name. Right? So if the angels know you by name, then that means you are part of the elect. All right? Along with the 144,000. Right? So again, from the top, Daniel 12:1. All right, and Salakia for the background noise. All right, just bear with me. And once again, Lord will, this video is edifying. All right, so this is Daniel 12:1, and it reads, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. All right, and there shall be a time such as never since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, thy people," all right, meaning the elect, all right, the 144,000, all right, beginning with them, and that multitude, all right, that 1/3, all right. It says, "Thy people shall be delivered, and every one that shall be found written in the book." All right, let's go see if we can find that. All right, that book that they're talking about, right? God, bear with me. God, this is Revelation 3, and where do I want to start? Let's start at 5. Well, 5 is the point. Let's get straight to the point. And it reads, this is the book of Revelation 3:5, and it reads, "He that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels." All right, so showing you that the angels, all right, have to know your name. The Father has to know your name for you to be saved, man. All right, for you to be delivered, you have to, it's like a VIP list. All right, if your name is not on the VIP list, then you're not going to make it on the chariots. You're not going to be saved. You're not going to be delivered. All right, Revelation 3:5 again from the top. He that overcometh, right, these same shall be clothed in white raiment. All right, meaning you're going to be made perfect. All right, you're going to be found worthy, right? It says, and I will not blot out his name out of the book of life. All right, meaning you can have your name written and your name can be blotted out. All right, your name can be X'd out. It can be crossed out. All right, but you want to check beside your name. You want your name to be checked off. Like, okay, he's found worthy. Right. But I will confess his name before my Father and before his angels. So showing you that, hey, if the Lord confesses you before the Father and his angels, then you're found worthy. You're found acceptable. All right. Meaning you get a pass. You're part of that elect. He's vouching for you at that point. Right. So, again, you have to be found written, meaning the angels have to know you by name. All right. And how do men get their name? Men get their name by their works. Right. So you have to ask yourself, well, are you doing the work? Or have you repented? Are you calling on the true names of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai? Right. These are the ultimate ways. All right. To get, to have your name written. All right. And get that check beside your name. All right. So just a couple more precepts to further prove the point. And once again, man, Lord will, this video is edifying. This is Ezekiel 9:4, and it reads, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. All right. So Jerusalem, Israel. All right. We are people before a place. All right. So it says Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city. All right. Through the midst of Jerusalem. All right. So it's saying go through the midst of the people. All right. Through Israel. All right. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right. All 12 tribes. It says and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry. All right. This is beginning with the elect. All right. Because many women and children will be saved. All right. Through the elect. All right. Look at, was it Lot? Lot, Noah. All right. Noah saved his family. All right. Because he had that mark, the mark of exemption. All right. We'll start back at the top. Ezekiel 9:4, and it reads, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Talking about the elect, once again, the 144,000, 12,000 men from each tribe. All right. So in order for them to set a mark upon your forehead, they have to recognize you. You have to be on the list. You have to be known. They have to know your name, right? If someone is given a hit, all right, just speaking carnally, somebody's giving a hit or somebody's giving you, go find this person. They give a description of that person. They give you a picture. They give you a name. They give you a location, things of that nature. So in order, all right, for you to be a part of this number, in order for you to be saved, the angels have to know your name, right? Once again, from the top, Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord, all right, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry. All right, meaning they go out to the highways and byways. All right, they have repented. They call on the true names of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. It says that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And see, that reminds me of the account with, was it Lot? Let's see if I can find it. Bear with me. Yep, that's Lot. Let's get it. 2 Peter 2. And, it started at 5, and it reads, as a matter of fact, Yeah, we started 5. It says, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, beginning, so like you're bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overflow, making them an example unto those that shall live ungodly. This is the point 7. And deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversations of the wicked. That's right. 8 says, for the righteous men dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And that's just, that just reminds me of Ezekiel 9:4. Those men who sigh and cry, man. All right, for the abomination done there. These men are vexed, right? Revelation 20. Moving on, more precepts. I have no particular order. All right, so all through the Spirit. This is Revelation 22:9. It reads, then saith he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, all right, and of thy brethren, the prophets, and of them which keep the saying of this book, worship the Most High. Let's see. I'm thy fellow servant. Is that really? Oh, yeah, let's start at 8. Salakia. Or should we start at 7? Okay. God, you will start at 8. So like in Revelation 22:8, and it reads, and I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard them and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which showed me these things. All right. Then said he unto me, this is the angel speaking, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book, worship the Most High. So here's the angel telling John that, and the angel knew John by name. So he's telling you, John, hey, I'm one of your brethren. I'm one of your brothers. You don't have to fall down and worship me, man. We have the same status. If not, your status is more worthier than mine, right? And we can prove that. All right, we can prove that. And let's see. Let's see real quick if I can find it. Because right now, the angels, they watch over us, but in the kingdom, all right, we will watch over the angels, right? This is 1 Corinthians 6:3, and it reads, it says, know ye that, it said, no, Salakia, know ye not that we shall judge angels, all right, how much more the things pertaining to this life. All right, so in the kingdom, we will have charge. Right now, the angels, they keep us. All right, they guide us, they protect us. All right, they watch over us. But in the kingdom, we will judge the angels. All right, we will keep charge over the angels. All right, the elect, beginning with the 144,000, they will be the ruling government of the entire world. All right, this planet and many others. All right, 1 Corinthians 6:3, it says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things pertaining to this life, right? So we have to prepare, all right, to judge the world, all right, not just things pertaining to this life, right? Revelation, no, we get Psalms. This is the book of Psalms 91:11, and it reads, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. And that's why the book also says, he that is first shall be last, and he that is first shall be last, and the last shall be first. All right, because right now we're at the bottom on this side. All right, we're beneath the angels. All right, we're beneath the other nations. We're even beneath the women. All right, the 144,000. So the tables are turning, man. All right, Psalms 91:11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. So right now, if the angels are keeping us, again, the angels have to know your name. They have to know you by your works. All right, they have to be familiar with you. All right. Psalms 34:7, it reads, the angel of the Lord Yahweh, all right, encampeth around, it's like it campeth around about them that fear him and delivereth them. All right. So the angels play a big part in deliverance, man. All right. The angel of the Lord, all right, they play a big part in deliverance. So these angels have to be familiar with you. Right. Luke 1:31, and behold, thou shalt conceive. Oh yeah, this is good. Okay, because we have to understand that even Yahweh Shai, all right, the Lord, his name was given by the angel. All right, the angels give you your name. So if they give you your name, obviously they know your name. All right, so you have to understand that, that the angels play a big part in not only deliverance, all right, but keeping you, all right, keeping you safe, all right, keeping you on, keeping you in his truth. All right. Because, not only can the angels protect you, but hey, they can have you, they can have you on the left hand. They can have you took out. Right. Luke, because the angels are not all peace. The angels are all not sweet. All right. And they're not white babies, and they're not just these nice, polite men, man. The angels are men of war, like the Lord Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai himself, man. This is Luke 1:31, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, we'll start at 1, because Luke 1:30, because it's the point. It says, and the angel said unto her. So it's the angel speaking to Mary, man. All right, and in today's society, women they get their names from the father, from the Bible, from the grandmother or the grandfather, or, something they found, something they thought that was cute. But in reality, the men of the Lord, the elect, their names come from the angels. Their names come from the heavens, right? So this is Luke 1:30. And the angel said unto her, fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with the Most High. He says, and behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shall his name Salakia, and shalt call his name Yahweh Shai. So even before the Lord was born, that's why the Lord says, before I formed thee in thy womb, matter of fact, we'll grab that, I knew thee, right? Meaning he knew your name, right? Your name was already given in the heavens, right? Before I formed thee. Bear with me. This is Jeremiah 1:5, and it reads, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. That's right. So, a lot of the elect, all right, their names were already given, right? Even if you have a carnal name in this world, all right, your spiritual name was already given, man. That's why you see, as brothers in the truth, as men of the Lord, we don't call each other by our carnal names, all right, by our worldly names. You don't see brothers saying, hey, Shalom, and this is Keyshawn, or this is John, or this is Robert. No, brothers use their Hebrew names, man. And these names are spiritual, right? These names have meaning, right? Luke 1:13, it reads, but the angel said unto him, fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John. So here it is again, the name the angels gave Yahweh Shai his name, all right, which his name was already preordained, predestined, right? But it came by way of the angel. All right, here it is also in the book of Luke, John, he's getting his name from the angel, right? Meaning the angels know you by name. If you're part of the elect, all right, if you're a man of the Lord, the angels know you by name, man. Let's see what else. We'll close out with this. This is Hebrews 13:2. And it reads, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. All right. And it says you have entertained angels unaware because you don't recognize that this is an angel. All right. A lot of times because they may come in the form of men. All right. And we know that by, in the book of Genesis with the account with Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. Those three men there was angels, but they came in the form of men. All right. And a lot of times these angels, it says, again, from the top, Hebrews 13:2, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. All right. And these angels, they know you. All right. They know your name. If they entertaining you, they know you. They know your name. All right. They know how you look, where you're located, things of their nature, man. All right. But, Lord will, this video was edifying. And until next time, I'd like to close out by giving all praise, all honor, and all glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, and Shalom to the elect.